Hello there, it's Haley from SevereWeatherTV.com with the Severe Weather Outlook for August 2nd. So what is happening? So many things are happening. In the Atlantic, we have Tropical Storm Bertha. In the Eastern Pacific, Hurricane Iselle. In the Central Pacific, Tropical Storm Genevieve. In the Northwest Pacific, Typhoon Halong. And Tormenta Tropical, Tropical Storm Nakri. In Mexico, for today, there's the possibility for intense rains for this large area here, this zone here, and here. And then also the possibility for strong to very strong rains in these large areas. The United States have no idea, so we'll take a look at the specific maps later. In Canada, lots of severe thunderstorm activity. The red zones are for warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings. The yellow are for severe thunderstorm watches at the moment. So here's where everything is occurring. So many things at the moment. Bertha, we'll talk about that first. Bertha, they are now saying is going to become a hurricane. However, luckily, it will be all the way out there when it becomes a hurricane. There are tropical storm warnings in effect for all these. It's kind of hard to see. Obviously, blue areas are the tropical storm warnings, tropical storm watches. At the current path or whatnot, this thing shouldn't pose, hopefully, any threat to the United States. It could probably still produce dangerous surf conditions, but it should be far enough out there to not be a problem. But they are now predicting Category 1 hurricane status on this storm. Then there's Iselle, Hurricane Iselle, who is all the way out here, so no threat to land on that storm. There's Typhoon Halong, who, despite being this huge thing, I believe there are not land hazards on this storm at the moment. However, this thing is headed towards Japan and the islands out here, so obviously land hazards on that in the future. Then there's Nakri, where frankly I do not have the land hazard data for this storm. However, it looks like it's kind of falling apart or whatnot. But of course, rains, winds, that tends to be the thing. And then there's Genevieve, viento tropical or something. This thing just keeps coming back to life. It started out here in the Eastern Pacific over here somewhere. Then it keeps dying and reforming. Maybe Genevieve will make it over into the Northwest Pacific. Who knows? But luckily, far enough away from land, no land hazards on that one. In the United States here, there it is. Here's an overview of the severe thunderstorm threat, which is kind of confusing. The green areas are just not necessarily severe areas. We'll take a look at the individual maps shortly. Here's what's happening at this very moment. So 2 different special marine warnings in this area and 1 severe thunderstorm. That is what's happening at the very moment. In general today, very low chance of a tornado. Doesn't mean it could happen. Doesn't mean it could not happen. Yeah, is that the English? But it's just very low. 5% chance, though, for the 58 mile per hour and greater winds. 5% chance for the 1 inch or larger hail. Tomorrow, 5% chance in these areas for severe thunderstorms. And that is it for today. And hopefully you're staying safe out there.